Should I leave my abusive husband? We married 2 years ago. The first month I was here, there was a neighborhood party. A neighbor woman named Julie was there, and she struck me as a bit odd. She never talked to me, but only to my husband. I wanted to go home after a few hours and drinks, but he said there was a bonfire at their house and he wanted to go. So I went home and he took my daughter over to this neighbor lady and her husband's place and they came home pretty late, about 1 a.m. I was miffed because it was my birthday the next day, a Friday, and he forgot and was tired and we didn't do anything to celebrate. Over the next couple weeks, Julie called and texted him a lot to the point it made me uncomfortable and I told him to politely set some boundaries. He never mentioned her again and the texts and calls stopped. I sorta completely forgot Julie existed. Fast forward 2 years. My husband was mad at me and so he left for a business trip and would only say that he left my daughter with trusted people. Normally she just stays home with me. He wouldn't tell me where she was. Yes, I know this is manipulative and a douche move on his part. It was over a week that she was gone and I was seriously sick with worry. Then another neighbor told me she was at Julie's house. This neighbor gave me Julie's phone number and I texted her and asked if my daughter was there but she never replied. My husband also never came home the night his flight came in. He said it was delayed and he slept in his office, but he lied about the arrival time by 5 hours. I watched and when I saw his car at Julie's house, I walked up there. All I said was, "Is this where she was the whole time?" That lady wouldn't look me in the eyes, she just looked down and hurried in the house. She was married and at this time pregnant, too. I was flabbergasted that my husband would leave a 10-year-old overnight with people he drank with at a bonfire once 2 years ago, just because he wanted to upset me. I then found out that Julie and my husband have had some sort of friendship that has lasted at least since that party a couple years ago. Part of me suspects they hung out before I ever moved here. I have to travel frequently to the state I moved from to see my kids. I found out that they hang out with Julie while I'm gone, but no one ever mentioned it to me or invited me along to anything. I think it is weird the kids never even mentioned it. I told my husband how hurt I was. I texted that woman and said I don't know what your relationship was with my husband, but we are married and I am asking you to respect that and leave us alone. She never replied. Christmas was coming up, and me and my husband were traveling to my home state and at the last minute he couldn't go. He promised me that he would not see or talk to her again. I was sad we couldn't be together for Christmas, but had a good time. My husband didn't get me a gift but he is not a gift giver and we are both really busy. I got home and things were better between us. I thought we were both really trying. Then cleaning I found a small piece of Christmas wrapping paper, a present from Julie's young son to my husband. I was upset, but my husband said she just left them on the porch and he seemed upset she did that after I said to stay away. That was a lie, too. A month or so later, I saw a photo on his phone of my husband and my stepdaughter smiling around her dinner table with her friends and husband on Christmas Eve. Apparently, my husband and stepdaughter even went shopping and got her gifts for Christmas. I spent Christmas Eve alone traveling across the country and he never even got me a card. He says it isn't cheating, there was no sex involved and she is married. But then why keep the friendship a secret for 2 years? Why not invite me along to things? Why always wait until I am not around to get together? Something broke in me when I saw that photo. Both my husband and Julie knew how upset I was and it is like they thought it was funny and waited for me to get on that plane to get together and have a good laugh about me. I just can't understand how he could do that to me, his wife, on Christmas. Was this cheating? Anything I can do to move past it? She lives 3 houses down and I swear I have PTSD from it now.